This is MATHguide.com. My name is Mark Karadimos. Today we're going to take a look at rational exponents. There's a problem here, and the problem deals with a radical. And within that radical, actually within the square root, there's another radical. So a radical within a radical, kind of strange, very difficult looking problem. There's just a couple properties that you need to know to solve it. Anyway, I'm going to give you a moment to see if you could solve it, and I'm going to say that you should pause the video and we'll come back after you get a shot. Alright, so go right ahead. Okay, now that you have a chance to work on the problem, let me show you how it's done. So the first thing you're going to see is that we've got a square root, and within it there's this x, and it's got a cube root, or a little 3 in the index there. That's a cube root of x to the 24th. So if you want to change this, you could change this into a fractional exponent. It's 24 and 3. So there's a 24 power and a 3x index, that is. And that actually will go like that. And that's how you change from a radical into an exponent, a rational exponent, that is, or fractional exponent. Alright, so we have that. But if you really look at that problem, you could see that we have a square root. So square root is actually, well, there's like a 1 power here. In other words, you don't see a power. We just think there's one copy of it right here. So that's the numerator of our second fractional exponent. And then here it's square root, so we typically think of square root as a 2. So there's like a hidden index of 2. So square root would be half power. So now what we have to do is just land up playing cleanup. So here we got 24 divided by 3, that's 8. And we still have this half exponent. And there's a property in math that says you have an exponent to an exponent, you should multiply those exponents together. So that's really 8 over 1, and we're going to multiply it by 1/2. Okay, so this happens anytime you got a power and you're raising it to another power. Alright, so what do we get? Let's see, well, half of 8, if you do some canceling here, like canceling meaning I'm going to divide this by 2, I'm going to divide this by 2, that's what I mean by canceling, of course. And what are we going to get? We're going to get x to the 4 over 1, or just plain old x to the 4th. So we can see that the answer is certainly not here. So we're going to choose E for none of the above. So the answer is x to the 4th, E, none of the above. Alright, go back to MATHguide.com, check out our other videos of the day. Take care.